yesterday, way to express the concentration of solution. There are two type of concentration. One video I have made, self-made video also. There also I explain the qualitative and quantitatively. Qualitatively, quality, we are talking what is there. So qualitatively, the concentration of solution is expressed in dilute and concentrated way. Yesterday we discussed. I think it is clear to you now. Okay. And quantitatively we are talking quantity, how much or how many solute particle are going to be dissolved in solvent. Once again, I'm repeating, there are two ways to express the concentration of solution, qualitatively and quantitatively. Express the concentration of a solution is qualitatively and quantitatively. Now qualitatively is what is there. Okay, what is there. So this is two type, dilute and concentrated, and quantitatively is that how much is there. So how much solute is there in solvent, that is quantitative. But in quantitatively we are explaining in detail in this chapter. So there are percentage, how to express the concentration according to quantitatively, that is percentage, their mass percentage, volume percentage, mass volume percentage. Then second is part per million, dear student. Here we have discussed that million is 10 raised power 6. That's why it is called, it is the 1/1,000,000th part of the solute present in solvent is called part per million. Mole fraction is fraction mean parts. लाइक एक रोटी को अगर हमने 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है, तो अगर एक बच्चा एक रोटी का एक पार्ट खा रहा है, तो इट मीन दैट इट इज 1/4 part he is eating, so that is called fraction. So here mole fraction is part if the solute is given in part. Molarity, yesterday students were asking this difference between molarity and molality. R spelling you can see here, there is difference in R and L, rest is same. If R is there, then volume. If L is there, then kg. If R is there, then we will take the solution in volume, like 100 ml water. 100 ml word I'm using, ml water. So we are talking about molarity or molality? We are talking about molarity or molality, beta?
Molality.
Molarity. If ml is there, then molarity. First one, D1. If 100 gram, I will ask 100 gram of water. Sometimes we are using the word gram also. Then
molarity.
Then molarity. I think it is clear to you. Okay.
Yes.
Molality is always better. Molality. This is 1 marks question is coming, and definitely is coming. Molality is better than molarity. Why? Question is coming. Why molality is better than molarity? It is because molality is independent to temperature. Kilogram will not change with the increase in temperature, but liter or volume will change as it is evaporating. So because of that, we are preferring in lab to conduct the experiment related to concentration of solution with molality, not with molarity. Okay, so it is clear. I think it means that it doesn't change its value with the change in temperature. So this is molality. Now next is formality and normality. These are also very important definitions. So this is third day we are discussing the same topic. First day I told you to learn definition. Yesterday I have explained you with the help of YouTube videos as well as that recording also. Now today again I have revised. I think now it is very much clear to you what is the meaning of ways to express the concentration of solution. Now it is related. Now next topic is related to this, that is solubility. We have discussed about the ways of expressing the concentration of solution. It means that the amount, in simple word if I'll say, it is the amount that dissolve, the amount of solute that dissolve in solvent, which give us the property of solution, which because of that we come to know that what is the property of solution. That is called ways to express the concentration of solution. Is it clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next topic is solubility. Although this video has already shared to you, so I will take it in very like fast mode. Only I will explain Henry's law. Okay. So definition of solubility is what? It is the substance that express the maximum amount of it, which can be dissolved in a specific amount of solvent. It means solute here. Solubility is what? It is the substance that express the maximum amount of solute, which can be dissolved in specific amount of solvent at a specified temperature. 3 words is there: specified temperature, specific amount of solvent, and maximum amount of solute. This is called solubility. Okay. So there are different factors that affect solubility of a substance. Yesterday I have shown you one activity in which I dissolve salt, I dissolve turmeric, I dissolve milk. So can you observe that which solute was dissolving very fast? Yeah, very quickly, please.
Sir, milk.
Milk. Why? Because both the solute and solvent were having same state, liquid in liquid. Got my point? And whereas turmeric and if I will tell about the example of salt and sugar, these are solid in liquid. It means that this is also a factor that is called nature of solute. First factor, nature of solute. Nature of solvent. Okay, nature of solvent. Milk is liquid, water is also liquid. So it means that if in milk sugar I will add, so it will take time. But if milk water I will add, it will not take that much time. So it is nature of solvent also. Then if I will dissolve sugar or salt in cold water or sugar in hot water, in which the dissolution or solubility is more faster.
Hot water.
Yes, hot water, that is temperature, third factor. And pressure. If I will dissolve the salt or water in a small glass which is less occupying space, or in a plate or in a saucer, in which it will dissolve fast.
In saucer.
Yeah, in saucer, because the pressure is less the pressure, more will be dissolution. Okay, so these are the factors that affect the solubility. And now next, types of solubility. So there are basically two types of solubility, which is solid in liquid, just we have discussed with example, है ना? We have taken example of salt in water, that is solid in liquid. Gas in liquid, we are not talking about liquid in liquid here now. Gas in liquid, there is oxygen present in water, there is any other gas that is present in water, that is gas in liquid. So there are factors that affect the solubility of gas in liquid. अब now समझो इसको. The factor specifically, that factor in which the solubility of gas in liquid we are talking, that is called Henry's law. It means that Henry has represent graphically that the solubility of gas in liquid. So here we are introducing the Henry's law, and these things we are going to discuss in next slides. So please pay attention and be always here just to understand this. The solubility of solid in liquid. First we will discuss solubility of solid in liquid. Dear student, there are a factor that depend upon nature of substance, temperature and pressure that we have discussed. Okay. If we will talk about the solubility of solid in liquid, so it dissolve, if I will tell it dissolve the solute, solid in liquid, depending upon like dissolve mean same homogeneous mixture will dissolve easily. Solute and solvent change its concentration after mixing and known as, जब हम solute को solvent में डालेंगे तो solvent का nature भी change होगा और solution का nature भी change होगा. तो that point the following compound we are getting: dissolution, crystallization, dynamic equilibrium, saturation, unsaturation. These are the following types of solution which we are getting on the nature of solute. Okay. Next is effect of temperature. The solubility of solid in liquid is a significant effect by temperature changes. This being dynamic equilibrium, this you take screenshot because it is shown that the more the temperature, more will be solubility. Very simple. More the temperature, more will be solubility. Increase the temperature will increase the solubility. Whereas pressure doesn't have any significant effect on solubility of solid in liquid. But it is so because solid and liquid are highly incompressible and practically it remain unaffected by the change in pressure. There is not that much serious impact of effect of pressure on solubility, but with the temperature the solubility is increasing. Then now come to the Henry's law, because this was solid in liquid topic I have kept. Then solubility of gas in liquid. Dear student, you know many gases are dissolved in water, in which oxygen dissolve only in small. It is this dissolved oxygen which sustain all aquatic life. How the aquatic life is getting oxygen, although they are living always inside the water? Yes, Akshay, how aquatic life is getting oxygen, beta? Although they are living in water, but inside the water there is some oxygen that is dissolved. Okay, the oxygen that is dissolved inside the water the aquatic life is taking that oxygen which is present inside water. That is called OD, demand, oxygen demand, BOD, biological oxygen demand. Okay, that you have studied in last year in environment chapter. So on the other hand side, hydrogen chlorine gas, that is also highly soluble in water. The solubility of gas in liquid is greatly affected by pressure and temperature. So these are the two factors that is responsible for the solubility of gas in liquid. The solubility of gas increase with the increase of pressure. Because see, there is very less impact or effect of solid in liquid, that in previous slides we discussed. But when we are talking about gas in liquid, so there is some effect of gas, the effect of pressure in gas. Okay, so with the increase in pressure, the gas solubility will increase. Once again, with the increase in pressure, the solubility of gas in liquid will increase. That is Henry's law. So Henry's law statement is that Henry was the first to give a quantitative relation between pressure and solubility. इन दो के बीच में इसने रिलेशन दिया है, pressure and solubility. So Henry's law is the law which gives us relation between pressure and solubility of gas in a solvent. So the law states that a constant temperature, at constant temperature, temperature को हमने constant रखना है. The solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of gas. Nothing, Henry's law is nothing. It is the increase in pressure will increase the solubility of gas in liquid. Increase in pressure will increase the solubility of gas in liquid. That is Henry's law. I hope you got this now. If we will talk about the relationship, if you use the mole fraction of a gas in the solution as a measure, चलो इसको हम explain करते हैं जरा mathematically. Okay, so this is in next slide you can see. It is here, relation between partial pressure and mole fraction. So this is Henry's law. This is Henry's law. Okay, and this is the statement. You have to learn this. The partial pressure of a gas, partial pressure mean what? What do you mean by partial pressure? Partial pressure, it is not entire pressure of that liquid which is present. You know, we have just discussed, there are so many gases that is dissolved in water. There are so many gases that is dissolved in water. Okay, if we will talk about oxygen gas only, I'm not talking about nitrogen, I'm not talking about hydrogen, I'm not talking about HCl gas. If we will talk about oxygen only, so that time we are using the word partial pressure, because here we are talking about the pressure of oxygen gas. Pressure of oxygen, सिंगल गैस की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, अगर दो या दो से ज्यादा गैस किसी पानी में डिसॉल्व है या किसी लिक्विड में डिसॉल्व है, अब हमें सबके प्रेशर के बारे में नहीं बात करनी, हमने करनी है किसी एक पर्टिकुलर गैस के बारे में, सपोज ऑक्सीजन. So that time we are using partial pressure. Okay, the partial pressure of that particular gas in vapor phase. In vapor phase, what is vapor phase? It is the condition of that gas when the gases start to be evaporating. It is proportional to the mole fraction. What is mole fraction now? The amount of solute, the amount of solute, the amount of the gaseous particle, that is called mole fraction. The relation, that is Henry's law. Henry's law is giving the relation between partial pressure and mole fraction. अब यहाँ देखो आप P है, P is partial pressure, X is mole fraction, and this KH is what? What do you mean by KH? It is Henry's law constant. So this, dear student, this relation, that this equation, this is Henry's law. This is explaining Henry's law. So you must understand Henry's law is that the pressure of a gas in vapor phase is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas. That is, P is directly proportional to X, which is written later on. The proportional will become equal when we will write this condition KH. मतलब proportional को KH equal to बना रहा है. Proportional का मतलब होता है जैसे जैसे ये बढ़ेगा वैसे वैसे ये भी बढ़ेगा. Okay, with the increase in pressure, the solubility of gas will increase. So this graph, graphically when we are representing it, that graph is called Henry's law graph. So it is obviously that higher the value of KH at a given pressure, the lower is the solubility of gas in the liquid. So it is in the liquid, KH. Okay, it is the relation that is given in form of KH. So this relation you have to keep. Again, I'm telling this is Henry's law. This page, if question will come explain Henry's law, to this page you have to, this slide you have to explain. Keep the screenshot of this. Next is Now less than 5-6 minutes left. Now some of the important questions are reasons. Already these all things have explained in that video. So again I am explaining why aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water rather than warm water. क्यों aquatic species जो है वो ठंडे पानी में comfortable होते हैं rather than warm water. As you know that day by day the climate change is there, global warming is there. Because of that, so many aquatic animals and plants that is going to be extinct, dead हो रहे हैं. What is the reason? Anyone? What is the reason? Or this can be become the question why aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water than the rather than the warm water. What can be the reason, Neha? Can you tell me?
Because they have evolved themselves to live in cold water.
Okay, but this is not the right reason according to this topic which we are discussing. Beta. Why this question came in this topic? Although answer is written here, you are not going through.
Sir, because oxygen is less during summertime.
Because oxygen is less during summer, or oxygen is evaporated in hot water, or you can say the decrease in solubility of oxygen with the increase in temperature. Decrease in solubility of oxygen in water with the increase in temperature. Okay, some of the students, they are doing using chat box to give answer. That is also good. So I prefer that students must interact with me through chat box or through verbal. So KH value of both nitrogen and oxygen is increasing with the increase in temperature. Beta, the KH value, that is Henry's value, that is the partial pressure increase with the mole fraction. That the solubility of gas increase with the decrease in temperature, decrease of temperature. It is due to this aquatic species are more comfortable in cold water rather than warm water. This is also answer. It is given in your book. Next reasoning type question, that is application of Henry's law. Now it is somewhere the question that can come the right any two application of Henry's law. So this is the answer. आपको ये लिखना पड़ेगा. To increase the solubility of carbon dioxide in soft drink and soda water, the bottle is sealed under high pressure. You know, when you are opening cold drink, तो then some gas is coming out or not? Boys को ज़्यादा पता होगा beer की bottle निकालते हुए. सारे कैसे शरीफ बन रहे देखो, हैं? चलो, no problem. So it is experience. You have to take it from daily life. See, there is Henry's law applicable where the carbon dioxide is present in soft water. Scuba diver must cope with high concentration of dissolved gas while breathing. While breathing, they are taking oxygen cylinder with them. Nowadays, you know very well, due to this corona, oxygen's demand is increasing. Okay, so it means that they release the dissolved gas and lead to formation of bubbles of nitrogen in the blood. This block capillary and create a medical condition known as bend, which are painful and dangerous to life. Sometimes you have seen the player when they are playing cricketer, they are making so many runs, and after running so many runs, they are feeling pain in their muscle that is called cramps or bends. आपने देखा होगा cricket match में. Why it happened? It happened because the total oxygen present in the body that is exhaust, that is released, and the less amount of decrease in oxygen in our body, that will create this kind of condition that is called bend. And it is somewhere in due to scuba diving also. All the students, those who have whose name is written on chat box, keep your camera on. Now next application of Henry's law, no two more point. To avoid bend as well as the toxic effect of high concentration nitrogen in the blood, the tanks used by scuba diver are filled with the dilute air. इसमें helium भी होता है, nitrogen भी होता है, oxygen भी होता है. Sometimes the question is coming, why helium and nitrogen is there in this oxygen cylinder? So that helium is, you know very well, it is a noble gas. It is non-reactive gas, inert gas. So it is not allowing that oxygen to release fast. Okay, and same thing is happening at high altitude when mountaineer, they are moving to the top of the mountain, they are taking oxygen cylinder with them so that the demand of oxygen will be there. And sometime the anoxia is there. Anoxia, you know very well, that नाक से खून निकलना और बेहोश हो जाना, इस situation को anoxia बोलते हैं. That is happening because of decrease in level of oxygen in our body. Then effect of temperature. This was the effect of pressure. Henry's law was the effect of pressure. Now next effect of temperature. Solubility of gas in liquid decrease with the rise in temperature. Okay, because when as the temperature will increase, the evaporation of gas will be there, and that's why it is the decrease. There are some limitation, beta. This is also you take screenshot because less than 3 minutes left, and you can note down it in a notebook. There are 3 limitations. Limitation मतलब कमियां है Henry's law की. Number 1, the pressure of gas is not too high and temperature is not too low. Then it is not applicable. The gas should not undergo any chemical change. Then it is not applicable. The gas should not undergo association or dissociation in the solution. At that point also, Henry's law will not be applicable. So these are the in-text question now. Question 2.6, 2.7 from your NCERT book. You will solve this. Now next topic is vapor pressure. Here vapor pressure is, especially we are talking about vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? It can be defined as the pressure that is formed by vapor of liquid over the surface of liquid. And it occurs in binary solution. Binary solution is solution that is we are talking about. So vapor pressure of solution, again here we are talking about liquid in liquid, solid in liquid. जो solid gas हमने पढ़ा, जो solubility हमने पढ़ा, वहाँ हमने पढ़ा solid in liquid, gas in liquid. Vapor pressure में हम पढ़ रहे हैं liquid in liquid, solid in liquid. Okay, and liquid in liquid is volatile. Volatile mean very reactive. Solid in liquid is non-volatile. Salty water is example of solid in liquid. So these things will be discussed in detail. Here, ideal and non-ideal gas is there that we will discuss tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Today again in advance I will share that ideal non-ideal gas video so that you can watch that video, and tomorrow I will explain that. So this is all about from my side. Is this anything that you want to ask? Now have you understood all the things?